Alright, we are being warned about the likes of Marco Rossi and company, but again, I'm not too worried about that right now. Ooh, 97% sold. Rossi accepts the qualifying offer, which might mean he gets the tiebreaker. We'll see. Can't bear to see him in the orange jersey. I mean, well, the Oilers are dropping their old orange jersey starting next season, so you're in luck. Ooh, Berkeley got much better. Berkeley and Morin, but especially Berkeley Caton, the Caton, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, one more check over the roster here. Yeah, Brochu and Holt, we're gonna run with them because we have Kapusta in the system too. So goaltending-wise, we're set. Defensively, okay, Doughty is down to an 82. That meme is looking a little bit rough. Andre, Pickarainen, Millman. Pretty much run whoever we want. So it pretty much comes down to the forwards. Pretty much comes down to the forwards. One of Forster or Farabee has to go. Forster so far, 50-point guy, 25 to 30 goals. Rossi's proven he can be a setup man and a 60-point guy. And he's under contract. I think we have seen the end of one Tyson Forster. This is going to be interesting to see how the rest of this team shapes up. I think we could sign Catan to be with Rossi, and Wilson or Noel would have to be on the right. Cohen Zemmer could also be on the right. So let's just say the second line is one Berkeley Caton with Marco Rossi. Can't play Forster on the wing. I mean, you play people with their assigned positions. I don't know if second line, right wing Tom Wilson is what I'm looking for. Third line, we have Iafallo. Kovanov is there. God, we did great business with Minnesota, didn't we? And then third line right wing would be Saron Noel. Maroshnachenko would be on the fourth line left wing spots. How old's Lucius? 22. Height's 21. We have Haight and Height. And they are both beastly players. Jesus. What if we have Maroshnachenko, Mizak, and Cohen Zemmer? Definitely didn't need Iafallo and Wilson, but my God, the center talent we have is absurd. Absolutely absurd, the amount of center talent that we have. Tyson Forster, for an example, has to go. I'm looking ideally for a first-round pick as a return instead of a player. Nedeljkovic went to Montreal, and they're already trying to deal him. 2 seconds. Seems to be the going rate. I don't really want another player back. So that San Jose trade seems to be the best. Because we're on 49 contracts, I need this spot to sign Berkeley Caton. So 2 second-round picks for the San Jose Sharks for Tyson Forster. We'll take it. We will take it. Tyson, I am sorry, but you got outworked by Marco Rossi. Berkeley, come on down, you beast of a player. My God. And again, Morin could be signed this year. We'll probably give him another year. in the minors. So Holt and Brochu are the guys. Defensively, Slavin, Ellis, Pellick, and Dahan. And let's go with Doughty next to Emil Andre. We will give Andre the chance. My God, we have a lot of defensemen. A lot. And forward-wise, it's 10, 11, 12. Dare, Lucius Height. Call up Berkeley. Call up Zemmer. Call up Mizak. Okay. Let's see what we got. So, Kachuk, Draisaitl, Farabee, which is gross. Catan, Rossi, and Wilson. I have Follow, Kovanov, and Noel. Marashnichenko with Mizak and Zemer. Not bad. Not bad at all. Again, Berkeley Catan's going to be an absolute beast. And then Slavin, Ellis, Pellick, Dahan, Andre, and Doughty. We could put someone else in there on defense. Let's see what coach fits best. And I also totally forgot to turn AI signings back on. So I'll have to do that really quickly. Or AI management. That way we should be good. Hopefully. I'll have to change up the scouting too, but I don't know if I'll do that tonight just because it's such a pain in the ass. McPherson clearly has to be our guy. Although, let's double check here. Nystrom, 59% fits. McPherson, 61. Yeah, done deal. Done deal. AHL coaching staff is tragic. We're looking good. So looking then at our chemistry. +2, evens. Could even do something like this. And go with the youth line. We have options on that right-hand side, which is pretty nice. 2 +5s, a -1 on defense. I'm going to run with that -1. -1s aren't the end of the world. So that is, frankly, a fantastic team. And then in the AHL, let's call up a couple of the vets. Let's go with Risto and Goodbranson on the call-up. And we'll also call up Curtis Lazar in case of injury. This AHL team should be amazing, too. That's a first-round choking team right there. You're probably not wrong. Let's be honest. You're probably not wrong. Yeah, this AHL team is stacked. My God. Got great goaltending. AHL defense is ridiculous. We have an 82 and an 81 overall forward who are depth defenders, or depth forwards. Hunter Height. Again, Riley Height and Hunter Height. That won't get confusing at all. They're both centers. Someone will have to be traded anyway. Looking good, though. Looking damn good. This should be one hell of a season for us. And if it's not, well, then, hey, we have assets to trade away again. Let's get a look at our new franchise center. Leon Draisaitl is a Philadelphia Flyer. And it's beautiful. Look at this. Now, Leon, don't fail me. You failed me in series before. You cannot fail me here. You are my Austin Matthews replacement. You cannot fail me now, please. At the very least, he's of no threat to immediately leave. But I think it's safe to say he is immediately the next captain of the Flyers. This is his team. This is his team. No other way to put it. In terms of other players getting a letter, I think it's only right for Joel Farabee. Longest serving forward on this team now. One of the, I think, the only remaining forward. And on defense, it's got to be Ryan Ellis. He's been here for a long time, too. So I hate to say it for Slavin, but we are going to go with Ellis just off of his tenure. So, well, I will have to fix the scouting. That should be okay. This season, I do want to try something different. I mentioned probably wanting to mess around with this. We are going to put the scoring on low. I'll leave the shots on medium, I think. No, let's put both on low, just to see what happens. Just to see what happens. Why not? I mean, the top players should still be the top players regardless. Should be. It's not a perfect system, though, is it? It is not a perfect system. All right, Ellis, no preseason injuries, please. Let's see. Rocket Winter's going to score 15 goals. Can you imagine? That'd be fun just to see how that plays out. All right, I want to look at the Sharks lineup really quickly just to see what the hell they're doing with Tyson Forster. Third line center behind Kamel and Hurdle. And they have Velarde. Jesus. I didn't really check to see how well he fit in with them, in fairness, but they have a hell of a team. They have a hell of a team. Hawks, what's going on, by the way? Let's do this. Leon Draisaitl leading the way. Lane Hinckley immediately suffers a concussion. We lose 3-0 in the season opener. And win 5-0 in Draisaitl's return to Edmonton. Not bad. Lose 2-0 to Tampa. What the hell is this team right now? 4-3 to Washington. Oh boy. Is it a goaltending issue? Is it a goal scoring issue? What the hell is happening? Guess we get Brett Brochu back in there. Brock Holt had the first few games. Brochu gets the win against the Rangers. And a 2-0 shot. Swear to God, we win and then we get shut out. Not exactly a flying start to this season. 2 more losses in a row. Oof. Pittsburgh. First game against the Penguins this year. 4-1 win. Draisaitl, 5 points in 8 games. 4-2 win over the Blues. Now 8 points in 9 games. It's much, much better looking for Leon. One more game against the Blues. All right, cool. Back-to-back wins. So 5-5 in our first 10 games of this new season. Not bad, not amazing. Adam Pelech was roughed up. We lose to the Islanders. Let's get Brett Brochu back in there. See what the former London Knight can do. And loses in a shootout. We'll leave him in. Tampa, we lose 3-2. Noah Warren gets hurt. An AHL club's not having much success with injuries. Braden Holt, come on down. See what you got, buddy. Another loss. You got a win against Vancouver. A win against Ottawa. We'll just keep running with the same goalie here because we have the back-to-back coming up. Lose to Dallas. Lose to Vegas. Boo Jack Eichel the whole time because we're a salty city. We'll put Brett Brochu in against Colorado. Calvin DeHaan gets hurt. That sounds about right for Calvin DeHaan. So 7-9-3. As of December 1st, we are the second bottom team in the division. Not great. Not great. Not the league. The Sharks are actually the number 1 team. Top offense right now. Jesus Christ, Winnipeg. The only team over a 3, and it's by a lot. Florida's averaging under 2 goals a game. Jesus. Jesus. I'm going to take a look at something here. I want to take a look at this season's stats. Just to see. I'm likely to immediately bump up the shooting stats for this year. the stats for this year. So goals for. I don't know why goals for per game is so difficult to find. $66 for Winnipeg through 19 games. 82 divided by 19 times 66. They're on pace for 284. Which isn't horrifically unrealistic. We'll leave it for now. Let's take a look around the league. Individual scorers. Draisaitl, again, 19 and 19. Tkachuk, not so bad. Farabee. Farabee's actually struggling a little bit here. Follow has put up no offense at all. Kovanov hasn't done much. And we are getting no offense whatsoever from Jacob Slavin. That is why I was afraid. That is why I was afraid to sign him. Like, the passing's okay, the shooting's not that good, but the offensive awareness is decent. He's not putting up a ton of points. Shane Wright leading the league in points, 28 and 21. Ellis on 24, LaPierre, Jack Eichel, Ovi. 953 for him. Got Kreider up there, Connor, Panarin, and Huberdeau. 18 goals for Eichel. Defensively, Bouchard, Seider, and Fox all on 18 points. Makar is right there too. Goal scoring king right now, Hamilton and D'Angelo. In goal, some save percentages are sky high. Whew. Got some sky high save percentages here. Catalan's very much in the rookie conversation. I think we will have to bump up shots back to medium. Keep it on low scoring for now. I don't hate it. Although at the same time, let's go medium scoring, low shot frequency. Actually, that in theory, wouldn't that not kill? That would probably kill save percentages. Let's invert that. This should naturally drop saves down, but it shouldn't nuke them. Let's see what happens over the next month here. We lose to Chicago. Lose to Winnipeg. Not great. Not a good sign right now. Islanders. We lose again. 2 wins in our last 10. Experienced Flyers hockey. Both goalies on a 922 save percentage, and it does not matter. Calgary, as Calvin DeHaan is back. That'll get Rasmus Ristolainen out of there, thank God. Didn't think we'd actually have to play Risto this year, but here we are. We do end up beating the Flames. Florida, solid win again. Beat the Kings. That might be our first 3-game winning streak of the season. We're losing to the Oilers. And shutting out Vegas 5-0. This has been such a weird team so far this year. Back-to-back shutouts as we also shut down the Kraken. We lose to the Sharks. And lose to the Sens. It was an overtime loss, though. Play the same goalie here. Not bad. 13-13-5. Can we beat Florida? Yes, we can. All you needed was Calvin DeHaan. Yeah, apparently. Whew. And for Holtz, shutout went over to Nashville. So as of January 1st, 2026, we are now in 5th in our division, which isn't too bad. Just 2 points back of a wild card spot. The Caps have a game at hand, which isn't that bad. In terms of the production, Draisaitl's doing well. Tkachuk, Rossi, Farabee picked it up a little bit. Definitely have a lack of depth scoring. Definitely a lack of depth scoring. Might need to change up the lines a little bit. And again, for points, it's like all Ryan Ellis. a little bit better in the past month, but not amazing. Goaltenders are still looking pretty good, though. It's been almost an even split between the two. Just slight difference. Look at that. Shane Wright, Connor McDavid, Ovi. Draisaitl's up there. Ellis, Savoy, and Ovechkin all on 24 goals. For defense, it's Bouchard. Got Fox up there. Gail McCarr, Werenski, Hughes. Vakanainen's up there for Washington. Go figure. Go figure. Goalie-wise. Still got some damn high save percentages, though. Still have some damn high save percentages. Quite a few people still over a 930. Keep messing around with it. Only because I haven't messed around with it in this series yet in terms of the scoring. So why not? Let's go to medium scoring, low shot frequency. See what happens then. Let's keep going for a little bit. Let's keep going, at least closer to the deadline. Chicago. Leon gets hurt for a couple of days. Not great. We do lose to the Chicago hockey team. New York Rangers, we lose that too. Number 1 center, Curtis Lazar. Who says no? Let's get Brochu back in there. It'll be Detroit next, and then a home and home with Pittsburgh. We do beat the Red Wings, and thank God Draisaitl's back for the home and home. Whew. Thank God for Leon. Oh, that's right. I was actually going to change up our lines a little bit, too. Because we can. Wilson's on 18 points. Noel on 7. Zimmer's on 6. Ligari could get a shot, but... Noel's proven to have an interesting shot. Let's go with Catan, Rossi, Zimmer, Iafallo, Kovanov, Wilson, Rosnichenko, Mizak, Noel. Let's give that a try. See what happens here. Pittsburgh on the road. We lose 3-2. Pittsburgh at home. We win 2-1. And the Boston Bruins, we lose 2-1. Inconsistent results here. Brochu and Holt still have good save percentages, though. Nashville. 3-1 win. New York Rangers again, another loss. Toronto, another loss. Not great. Let's get Brochu back in there. He's got 2 games before we switch back to Holt against New Jersey. 3-2 loss there. Emil Andre was apparently a bit roughed up. Wow, we have 3 wins in our last 10 all of a sudden. Definitely not goaltending that's the problem. Wow, DeHaan's gotten worse. We're going to go Slavin Doughty, Pelican Ellis, Andre and DeHaan. Out of pure desperation. Kovanov has been a massive disappointment. Saron Noel finally got an assist, but it's not looking too good. Joel Farabee has dropped the ball this season. There is no other word for it. I think even if we don't blow it up, we're going to be looking at trades anyway. Nice 5-0 shutout there. Beat the Red Hot Buffalo Sabres, San Jose in the Forster Bowl. We beat them too. Well, all of a sudden we're winning games now. Maybe we've allowed Slavin to fully gallop now that Ellis isn't taking away all the points. It's the only thing I can think of. Beat the Bruins. This team has been so streaky and so inconsistent. Get Holt back in against Toronto. February 3rd. We are still in 5th place. We've moved around a bit. Currently, it takes 56 points to make the wild card, so we're in contention. Oilers right now, though, are the top team in the league. Worst team in the league. The Florida Panthers are absolute trash. The hell's up with that? Leon's still looking pretty good. Kachuk, a little bit off the pace. And then, yeah, just a massive gulf. But there's no reason Marco Rossi should be scoring as much or outscoring Joel Farabee. There is no excuse for that. Yeah, Slavin and Doughty seem to be putting up better point totals here since the switch. Again, we do have some great shutdown defenders on this team. The save percentages are still looking great, but they might be looking great league-wide. So it's McDavid leading the way in terms of points, Matthews in Pittsburgh, and Draisaitl. Pierre, Savoy, Panarin, Ovechkin, Gensel, and Ellis. 34 goals in 48 games for Ovi. Savoy also on the same amount in 51 games. McDavid, the only other guy to break 30 goals. Antonio Stranges has 27. Defensively, 55 points for Bouchard, 51 for Fox. Carr looking all right. 19 goals for Dougie Hamilton in 39 games, which is insanity. And then in goal, save percentages are definitely dropping, which is good. Could argue they still might be a little bit too high, but they are dropping. Catan could put up a little bit of a better fight. He might be in the Norris conversation, but Peter Mazzaros looks ridiculous. I think this will be the last month that we sim. We need to find out what our situation's going to be here. Adam Pelech is out for the season, basically. Injury requiring elbow surgery. He is out until Kane's favorite date, May 19th. We'll say hello to Eric Goodbranson. Oh no, maybe not. Say hello to Rasmus. Oh god. Say hello to Jake Boltman. Seems like my best bet. Will Boltman fit the team? Son of a bitch. Maybe we still play DeHaan on the right then. If we lose Boltman, fuck it, I'm not too worried. Left-hand side, Pickarainen keeps getting better. Let's try him. We didn't even lose Boltman, so let's see what happens here. So DeHaan back down. And Pickarainen, who we once traded away, he's back. He'll play with Ryan Ellis. It's a pretty damn good spot for him, all things considered.
Look, you and me on the Charles River.
And we will just let the team be what they are.
Never felt that
In the AHL, Hawks get some sleep. Catch you later. I don't know who was in goal, so we'll just run. Decent results, some high-scoring games. Zanetti gets hurt in Lehigh Valley. 3 wins in a row. Emil Andre has elbow surgery. He's out until the end of April. Can you believe my luck? DeHaan and Risto. Pickarainen and Ellis. Oh my god. This team, yeah, we have no elbows left. We lose to Anaheim 4-0, the Risto effect, as I like to call it. We'll get Brochu in there. So 2 players out due to injuries requiring elbow surgery. Brochu loses as well. We'll play him against the Panthers. He gets the win. All those elbows off the top rope missed, right? And then Arizona, final game of the month, we lose 3-2. The deadline is on March 8th, 1 week from today. We are a fringe playoff team. The goaltending has been surprisingly excellent. Although there is now no denying whatsoever that Rasmus Ristolainen absolutely sucks. Tell players that they're not allowed to get surgery they want. I agree. I'm the boss here. It's my hockey team. Listen to me. McDavid leading the way in points. Ovi has 39 goals. Savoy with 37. He's hurt though. 63 points for Bouchard. 58 from Makar. 24 goals for Hamilton because he just won't stop scoring. And in goal, yeah, save percentages continue to drop. Leaders Primo and Skinner down to like the 930 range, which isn't that bad. I kind of want to do the deadline tonight. At the same time, it's a tough call. I know goaltending hasn't been the issue. We might, like, Slavin hasn't put up the points that I'm looking for, but he hasn't been brutal. There's no denying Rasmus Ristolainen cannot play on this team. He is awful. He is absolutely awful. I would rather give Eric Goodbranson a shot at this point. From there, 55 for Kachuk's not bad. Dry's been good. Farabee's been a bit disappointing, but he's still on a great deal. We're not going to get rid of him. Berkeley, pretty damn good. Rossi, good too. We need to get a right wing. A second line right wing. And then Kovanov, unfortunately, has just been a massive disappointment. If we can get, in addition to the top 6, we should be okay. Should be okay. Let's go to the deadline here. Because I don't think it's going to be some major event for us. It's just get a right wing. Unless there are unforeseen circumstances here. In terms of what I'm playing next, I have no idea. I actually am trying to decide that in my head right now, and I don't have my mind made up. We will list ourselves as buyers. Who's available? Brett Pesci's available, but he has 3 years left at $12 million. Yanni Gord, Philip Forsberg, Colton Parayko, Lukas Dostal, Brian Rust. Parayko's got 5 years left at $6 million. If I were to find a deal for Parayko, first, a second, and Schmitz. Let's just see. Boss, what's going on? Dallas has made a trade. Tyler Benson, a third, and Ranta for Lavoie. Yeah, I don't know, Colton. Yeah, I mean, 20 to 30 points isn't that bad for 6.7. It's also not great. Brian Rust does play the wing. 3 years left at $10 million. LOL, no. Sebastian Costa's also out there, if I believed in goaltenders. Washington trades for Pettersson and Shillington from Calgary. Pavel Buchnevich is out there, 3 years left at $4 million. Roman Josi is available, even though he's getting worse. Medvedev in a second, and Smits. It's $9 million for Josi. 3 years left. He's a lefty. He would fit. Brock Besser traded from Columbus to Pittsburgh for Brian Rust. So it's Slavin on the left. Pellick is out. We do have room for another defenseman on that left-hand side. Yossi's expensive, but I have the cap space. Pesci is obviously making way too much. Another deal. Pittsburgh trades Mark Friedman to the Rangers. So there was Parayko. It's also Roman Josi, and I would rather trust in Roman Josi. And then what's the deal for Buchnevich? A first, Smits, and a third. Okay. Honestly, Buchnevich and Josi, and we should be good to go. It's a lot of money to take in. Vancouver, Evans, a bunch of people for Mikey Anderson and Carl Grundstrom. Okay. Really quickly. Is there anybody out there that I'm unaware of? Nick Schmaltz doesn't help. Can't imagine Athanasiou would be much help. Looking for bigger impact players than that. Tage Thompson, his morale is down. Probably ought to go for Buchnevich. Yanni Gord's on the move. Calgary trying to get rid of all their defenders. You got Rasmus Anderson, more of a shutdown. Valimaki. Tanev, another pure shutdown defenseman. Tanev's not a bad option. Again, Pesci's way too expensive. D'Angelo can go fuck himself. Rasmus Anderson just got dealt anyway. Brett Leeson. 17 points. Evan Rodriguez. 15 points. Sprong hasn't played much. Hartman. Anton Lundell is available. I have no way to fit him on this team. We'd have to trade him for Tkachuk. That just outright does not work. If I could trust Rasmus Asplund. Clayton Keller! Bring back Clayton Keller! God, they've obliterated Mark Scheifele there, too. You know, Josi and Marchessault, who's playing in the fucking AHL. Maybe we're on to something with Josi and Marchessault. Nashville is a pretty interesting team. Can't really fit anybody that's on the Islanders. Nashville's very interesting. You got Toffoli and Eberle. Toffoli's been okay with 19 goals. Same with Eberle. Eberle's a depth forward now. Buchnevich hasn't exactly had the scoring touch, but he has a great defensive forward. So it's like Marcus Foligno, who's actually able to score. St. Louis or Nashville right now are the two most appealing teams that we have to work with easily. So Nashville, Josi, Carrier, Marchessault. Again, we have Slavin. So left, right, left, lefts. Toffoli just got dealt to the Devils. We could use both the left and right defensemen if we really wanted, because of these damn injuries. And forward-wise, it really is just the right wing. Okay. We go to find a trade. We go talk to Nashville. Pacioretty, but we don't need a left-hand side option. We say Jonathan Marchessault. Whoops. Nashville's made a trade. Thank God for nobody that we're interested in. Nashville. But because of that, they've taken Josi off the board. Fuck. That sucks. I still think I want Marchessault. Straight up from Medvedev. That's pricey for a dude you're playing in the AHL. Yeah, no, that's not happening. All right, Nashville's other business has taken them out of the equation. Damn. Wheelchair indeed, yes. And St. Louis-wise, Foligno's a third liner. Buchnevich is technically a third liner. They do have Parayko, Falk, McCabe. A lot of money tied up in this defense. Gotta wonder if Jake Voracek. God, what was Draisaitl available? We have Draisaitl, he's ours. So again, as we look at this team, first line set. Rossi, Berkeley, Catan. Technically, we could go Berkeley between Iafallo and Wilson. Trade Kovanov and get a left wing and right wing. Okay. Yeah, the dunking on the Sabres was pretty fun. Forsberg's got 3 years left at $9 million. Parayko is out there. Buchnevich. Yossi is listed as being available again. Calgary stripping away all of their pieces. Oh boy. Blame the indecision. We always seem to get caught on the outside here. St. Louis, definitely still a top option. Let's go look at Nashville again. So Yossi and Carrier are back out there. Fucking weird. Duchesne's had a real bad season, but he's on the final year of his deal. Yarncroke. Pacioretty's still the man. Pacioretty, Carrier, Yossi. Can't find a deal. What about Yossi and Pacioretty? For Rossi and Medvedev. I'm willing to give up Medvedev. Does look like a pretty strong playmaker with good skating, but say we take Rossi out of the equation. Oh boy. Wow, Kovanov has no value whatsoever. Alright. On Nashville, Max Pacioretty. Smits in a second or Medvedev. We'll take Smits in a second for Pacioretty. They still have the Yossi option available. 2 seconds and Kovanov. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to do. We're going to acquire Roman Yossi, big money deal or not. And now, I need a right wing. D'Angelo just got traded to Calgary. And in that right wing hunt, St. Louis looked perfectly. Boss, I got to tell you, if you think Jack Eichel was the one who was salty in the Buffalo-Vegas situation, got to take off those fan-tinted glasses, buddy. The only people salty in that situation were Sabres fans. And if you listen to the podcast, you'll know exactly why. But, yeah, no, Buffalo looked like trash bags in that situation. Sorry, not sorry. All right. We definitely don't want to go for Asplund. Clayton Keller's the first liner, so I can't play him there anyway. It looks like one of the St. Louis right wings will have to be our target here. Looks like it. If Forsberg wasn't making $9 million, I would have gone for him instead of Pacioretty. Well, Buchnevich just got acquired by Ottawa, so that made up my mind for me. We're going to go for Marcus Foligno. They don't have a deal in mind. What about Voracek? 2/3 Tristan Zandy. Honestly, I'll do it. I'll do it. Why not? Jake Voracek back to Philadelphia. Who says no? Who says no? So really quickly then, I might still want to go out and get another defender. First line is set. Second line is Rossi, Pacioretty, Voracek. Third line, Catan, Iafallo, and Wilson. And then a fourth line will be a combination to a bunch of these guys. So defensively, again, due to injury, we're in a bit of a rough spot. Left-hand side is going to be Dahan, Yossi, and Slavin. Right-hand side is going to be Doughty, Ellis, and somebody else. I need another right defender. And then if Pellet comes back, we deal with that situation when it arises. So we still have $12 million in cap space. Nashville for right defenders. They have Lindholm is a lefty, so that doesn't help. What about Calgary? What do Calgary have left? Chris Tanev. He's a hell of a lot cheap. I was gonna say a hell of a lot cheaper than Parayko. Now I'm not so sure. Get Parayko as a rental and just flip him. Justin Falk is a righty, but he hasn't really been putting up the points. Scotty, what's happening? What's the... hey, look, Brent Burns was there. All right, we got an hour here. Chikrin's now available. Are you fucking kidding? Can't find a deal for him, though. It's like, when the hell did that happen? The deal for... No trades available for Parayko. Uh-huh. Ian Mitchell's a righty. On an expiring deal. Oh my god. What other trade just went through? We want to talk to Calgary about Chris Tanev. Doughty, Mizak, and Outlaw. Well, obviously I'm not willing to give up Doughty. Preferably not Mizak either. Outlaw I can give up as a goalie, though. That's fine. I have other people. They wanted a defenseman. I can give them someone along the lines of Doughty. Have Geispers. And then forward-wise... They wanted Mizak, which I don't hate, but I also don't love. What about Barlow instead? Shit, it's got to be someone under contract, and I'm running out of time. We don't have to use the trade finder. I'm allowed to edit a little bit if I want to, but I like to use it just to see kind of what the AI is thinking. What about wisdom? I would be over the cap. We might have a weakness on right D. We might have a weakness on right D. We do have a very expensive defense at this point. I think that might be us cashed out here. Yeah. Alright, we're not going to be able to seal the deal for Chris Tanev, unfortunately. Numbers just don't make sense. And we know we could get rid of the Doughty deal, but I don't really want to right now, so... That is our deadline done. Fuck the other teams. Needless to say, we just went pretty damn aggressive, though. Yanni Gord to Carolina. Dylan Strome on the move again. Bushnevich, who I was really looking at, but he's gone too. So what do we have here all of a sudden? Defense is Slavin, Yossi, and Pikkarainen on that left-hand side. Right-hand side is Ellis, Dahan, Doughty. So Risto and Goodbranson can be put through waivers again. It's still, oh boy, we might be technically cap screwed here. Lethal, what's going on? It's 10, 11, 12, and 13 with Miroshnichenko. Of course, Riley Height's only gotten better. He has still not jumped to a third liner, though. Oh, our roster might just be our roster. So it would be Chuck Draisaitl Farabee, Pacioretty, Rossi, Voracek, Iafallo, Catton, and Wilson. Roshanchenko, Mizak, and Saron Noel. Cohen Zemmer kind of gets left out. Although Saron Noel has been worse. He can be a depth option. So I would say, I mean, granted, I know they're older, but Voracek and Pacioretty are both still two useful players, even in their advanced age. It's the defense that gets very interesting. Slavin Ellis, Yossi DeHaan, which is insanity, and then Pickarainen and Doughty. It's worth a shot. And again, Pelech comes back. Might have a little bit of trouble slotting him in, yeah, unless Yossi falls, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. He's not back until like the end of May. So, we weren't able to offer Shea Weber over a decade ago, but now we do take away a Nashville captain and getting Roman Yossi onto this team. And if that's not enough to get this team into the playoffs, I don't think anything will be.